এসো তাড়াতাড়ি এসো। So, with your kind permission, shall we start the program?
Yes, Dr. Subrata Day. So, please remember today is the International Women's Day. So, I think it's better that we give a chance to women today.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Yeah.
Well, she is wind, she is water, she is snow, and she is fire. She is vibrant, she is ambitious, she is in every home, she is in every soul, she is in every feeling, she is a wonderful wife, she is an outstanding friend, she is a marvelous daughter, she is an adorable sister. She is such a nurturing and caring mother. Every moment of happiness is incomplete without you. Only you can complete this world. You are the eternal strength to humanity. You are woman. Welcome you all to International Women's Day celebration. Put a big round of applause. On this auspicious occasion of International Women's Day, now may I request our very own Honorable Vice Chancellor of ICFA University, Jharkhand, Professor O.R.S. Rao sir, for the welcome speech. Sir, over to you.
Professor Arvind Kumar, Dr. Barik, all the faculty members of our university and also employees. Are there students also participating in this today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, where are they? Where are the students?
Sir, camera.
Oh, okay. And I was unable to see the students. That is the reason I was asking. So, and my dear students, at the outset, let me wish all of you a very happy International Women's Day. It's not just national, that internationally it is being celebrated. And so I think a lot of you would have gone through the web and would have seen how the entire thing has started off. And yes, everywhere you have seen, these things have started, when people started fighting, for the equality. You take any moment, So whenever, somebody finds that, some injustice is done, and, see, all of us were born equal, whether men or women, but then, it is the society that tried to kind of change them into that, In fact, so much so that if you look at the biologists, they say that, when we are born, women are stronger. Biologically, women are stronger than men. But then, it is the society that tried to sort of, that didn't, recognize that. In fact, that is why, like, in fact, some of the people like, G.D. Anderson, he said, feminism is not, making women stronger. He said, no, don't try to do that at all. What he said is women are already strong. He said they are already stronger than men. But why are we doing all these things? He says we are doing all these things the way we perceive their strength, the way we acknowledge the strength, and the way kind of, we kind of tell other people that, they are stronger into that. I think that is why all this International Women's Day, this is coming into that. So today we want to acknowledge, and we want all the people to remember that women are strong, and Indian women are strong. They are stronger than men. Of course, my male, sort of colleagues may or may not accept, but they are stronger. In fact, their immunity levels are much higher when compared with men. And today, in fact, earlier we used to say that, yes, when we talk of women, we used to talk of culturally, they have got, very good talents that are there. And we have seen in studies, we have seen, the women are becoming, stronger and stronger, including our own university. While roughly, I think about 22 or 23% of our students are girls. Whereas if we take the kind of a top ranks, if we take, there in the scholarships, what I noticed is, over 60% of them are, women. And similarly, you take in the top rankers also, they are all mostly women to that. And likewise, you take our PhD, over 30% of them are women. And it wasn't the case maybe on 5 years back, 10 years back. And we used to say that, as far as sports are concerned, mostly in the gymnastics, we used to say that women are strong. It was only, I think, a couple of days back, the Indian, women cricket team, they demonstrated that, they are no less when compared with men. They have beaten Pakistan. And for the first time, I saw the Indian, women cricket team, coming into the fore there for that. So that way, so our compliments to all of you for being strong. And now, as far as the UN is concerned, the current, 2022, the International Women's Day, the theme that is taken for this is gender equality today for a sustainable tomorrow. Because today we talk of sustainability everywhere, Yes, God is great, God has given us some resources today. And we want to preserve and keep them for our generations together, not only our next generation after that into that. So that is where, I think it's a very good theme that is taken. And what has been happening is, the gender equality, look at it, from sort of an economic perspective, we are seeing that, women are becoming sort of a stronger. And so much so that if you see, like, those of the kind of a men, my men colleagues that are sitting there, they may or may not accept, Today, when both wife and husband are working, or even otherwise also, ultimately the purse is with the woman, with the wife only, isn't it? So most of our families, it is with the wife, because it is safer. It is safer when the purse is with the woman. So you see the self-help groups kind of a movement that has come, there it is entirely driven by women. Because the savings are given to the women, they are able to safeguard and they are able to grow that. If you give to men, I think they are happily spend it away into that. Then education we talked of. Then we talked of, politically. Politically, in fact, our neighboring country, neighboring state, there nobody is able to challenge her. Isn't it, Dr. Ganguly, madam? So people come from all the way, from Delhi, they are unable to do anything to that state. That is the strength of the woman power. Nari Shakti. That's what into that. So socially, definitely, sort of, they are becoming very strong into that. And coming on to the sustainability, my perspective of the equality of the gender equality and sustainability is, if you look at the resources, I think women command more resources, in a day-to-day life when compared with men. I'm referring not just to the kind of a money, but also something like, when once you are into the household activities, like most of the resources are with women, sort of starting with water, material, what all they are all into that. So that's where I think, the women have got a kind of a better role to play when once, you've got a better kind of, equality and the gender parity that is there, I think the, not only men, but also families and children, but also the society, the country and the entire world is safer in a world, where sort of a better gender equality and gender parity is there, so that I think, all the women will make sure that, sort of some more things are left over for the next generations into that, So, I hope and wish that, in the coming few days, I would like to see a woman vice chancellor for our Equa University. Currently it's not. So we had a president of, in fact, let me tell you that, while so many other countries, they say they got democracy, I think India has shown the way as far as the gender parity is concerned. In the political, if you see, the first democracy to have something like, woman president is India. Of course, may not be the first woman kind of, prime minister. I think, UK have done it. So president, prime minister, chief justice, for the Jharkhand High Court, and we have seen all of them have been women into that. And we would like to see, the vice chancellors, emerging from this thing. A few vice chancellors are there. I think, I would love to see Ikwa University, Jharkhand, to be the first, to host a vice chancellor, a woman vice chancellor. So do you all agree, my dear men? Dr. Barik and Dr. Professor Arvind Kumar, do you all agree, or you think that, it is a gender disparity? So I think with these few words, I wish all of you a very, very happy, International Women's Day, and over to the man.
Thank you so much, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Ikfa University, Jharkhand. Now, may I request Dr. Bhagwat Barik, Assistant Dean, Faculty of Management Studies. Can you please come and share your views? Over to you, sir, please.
Thank you so much, sir. Honorable VC, sir, from the online from Hyderabad. Respected Register, sir. All the heads of the department from different faculties, senior college members, and all these members, and my dear students. And most probably our non-administrative staffs, our didis with us who serve you, teas and all these things always. Today it is a very auspicious and pleasant day. Already VC sir has highlighted the importance of women in our society, considering the gender discriminations. Yes, we have also realized that one from our childhood today. And today also we have seen between the war between Ukraine and Russia, how the woman has come to save their country. Women forces come in Ukraine. And this is the very recent news. And they have come from different streams, they come from different areas, but they have different rules for all of us. If you see our day-to-day life, we take responsibility. It doesn't mean that women doesn't take responsibility, but sometimes I feel they took more responsibility as compared to us. So I define their jobs with some of these words that take more responsibilities. They define our success also, because we do not know when we grown up, our mother says that you become doctor, you become engineer, you become manager, you become this. So they define our success. Sometimes also they define our system, the way we are working. Probably we are very naughty, we do not understand which is right or wrong, we don't understand which is correct. We do not understand where the things will go after 5 years, 10 years. So define our system. They try to imbibe our rituals. For example, touch the feet of somebody else. Sometimes when you grow and go for a higher studies, we feel shy to touch the feet of somebody else, but they give stress. No, you have to do that one. This is necessary. And finally, they make us a good human being, and they define our own vision. So these are some of the things I find. We are not comparing here between men and women, but if you see that one, they take more responsibility, and under any circumstances, my last age says, they take more stress. You see our Sweta madam sitting besides us and taking care of this child. It's a beautiful example. They take more stress. It's the real example, because they cannot leave, they cannot work in a system. So whatever may be the system, we may feel that no, we're shy, we may feel that we are very fear, but they don't. All these things depends upon your mind. Today, if you see, all these things depends upon our mind, because we have read most of the things. We have read books, we have read novels, we have come across various types of advisory, various types of things. But it depends upon our mind. So if your mind is very strong enough, then we should not find a difference between man and woman, and you find the woman as an opportunity, not a discrimination. So with these few words, I will stop my lecture here, or I can say stop my few words to our lovable, beloved, and respected women, particularly. And on this specious day, I pray to God they should be healthy and they should lead a very beautiful life so that we'll be also healthy. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bhagwat Parikh, Faculty of Management Studies, Associate Dean. हजारों फूल चाहिए एक माला बनाने के लिए, हजारों दीपक चाहिए एक आरती सजाने के लिए, हजारों बूंद चाहिए समुद्र बनाने के लिए, पर एक स्त्री अकेली ही काफी है एक घर को स्वर्ग बनाने के लिए। आज के इस अंतर्राष्ट्रीय महिला दिवस के हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं समस्त देवियों जो बैठे हैं हमारे समक्ष। और अभी बुलाते हैं प्रोफेसर मिथिलेश मिश्रा, हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट माइनिंग। आइए सर।
Honorable Vice Chancellor sir, respected Registrar sir, Barik sir, and other friends. First and foremost, I would like to pay my sincere gratitude and respect to all the women of the world, and in particular of my family, so that whatever I am today, I owe it to them, my mother, my sisters, my wife, and my daughters. They are the pillar behind they are the strength of my family, and I have been brought up in such an environment that I did not find any discrimination between male child and woman child. But I have seen that there is another part of the coin also. Even today in India, women doesn't feel secure. Even today in India, foeticide is continued. I think this day, we should not only congratulate or wish all the best for the women folk, we should take place that we will make a society which will give a secure and safe environment to all the girl child, to all the women. Because in India, it is a shame on us that even a 2-year-old child or even a 60-year-old woman is being mistreated, mishandled in the public. So this day, I take this opportunity to request all of you who are present in this hall to take a place that we will make a society which is safe and secure for the girl child. Thank you so much.
So much, sir. Professor Mithilesh Mishra, head of the department, mining. It was absolutely a thoughtful speech. Now, may I call upon Ayan Ali, BBA LLB first year, for poetry. Ayan, please.
A very good morning, good afternoon to all of you. Myself, Ayan Ali Ahmed from BBA LLB second semester. Happy International Women's Day. वो करे बात तो हर लफ्जों से खुशबू आए, वो करे बात तो हर लफ्जों से खुशबू आए, ऐसी बोली जो बोले इस दुनिया में, ऐसी बोली जो बोले इस दुनिया में, वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ माँ ही कहलाए, वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ माँ ही कहलाए। तू इल्म हासिल कर इतना, तू इल्म हासिल कर इतना कि देखे तुझको दुनिया सारी, कि देखे तुझको दुनिया सारी। तू नहीं है कमजोर, तू नहीं है कमजोर, कर इल्म से खुद को बुलंद इतना कि देखे तुझको दुनिया सारी, कि देखे तुमको ये दुनिया सारी। माँ तो जन्नत की फूल है, माँ तो जन्नत की फूल है, प्यार करना उसका वसूल है, प्यार करना उसका वसूल है। दुनिया की मोहब्बत तो फिजूल है, दुनिया की मोहब्बत तो फिजूल है, माँ की हर दुआ कबूल है, माँ की हर दुआ कबूल है। माँ की इज्जत ना करना इंसान, माँ की इज्जत ना करना इंसान, तेरी सबसे बड़ी भूल है, तेरी सबसे बड़ी भूल है। माँ के कदमों के नीचे तो जन्नत की धूल है, माँ के कदमों के नीचे तो जन्नत की धूल है। कौन करेगा याद हमें इस दौरे खुदगर्जी में, कौन करेगा याद हमें इस दौरे खुदगर्जी में, मगर हालात ऐसे है कि लोगों को वो माँ ही याद नहीं, मगर हालात ऐसे है कि लोगों को वो माँ ही याद नहीं। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much. I am Ali, BBA LLB first year. Now may I request Dr. Gautam Tanti sir, will you please come for the speech?
Very good afternoon, Honorable Vice Chancellor sir, respected Registrar sir, Assistant Dean, HOD of various departments, my faculty colleague, dear students. And today I would like to give my, you can say, special, you can say it is my gratitude and my respect to all my lady faculties who are here. They are my colleague. And from these 2 days onwards, I was interacting with all of them very frequently because they eager to know that I have to say something good about them. And Akriti ma'am used to repeatedly telling me, Gautam sir, so far, it's a Women's Day, you have to say something good about us. Let me tell you one thing from the core of my heart, that you people are wonderful. I could remember the day when I joined here, I may interact with few of them, new people join us later on. But the day when I am looking at you, like when I look at Rumna ma'am especially, at this age, this lady has inspired me a lot. That her contribution is something, the dedications to the work and hard work is, I'm going to admire her like anything. And I'm really appreciate the way I have learned the things from Rumna ma'am. Also, I got my elder sister, you may say, in form of Rumna ma'am as well as Ganguly ma'am, because they are not only just my colleague, but also they are like sometimes I share my emotions with them. And they very wholeheartedly, they used to help me a lot. That, okay, in this way we can move, this could be the stage. So that is what a elderly sister feeling I'm getting from Ganguly ma'am every time. I never forget to talk about Pritha ma'am as well, because when she is there in the like our staff room, so she makes us so live that I am there. Her presence is always visible to us. Right? We miss her when she is not there in the campus. Pritha ma'am is a loving colleague to us. Pritha ma'am is always very kind-hearted as well as a soft-spoken person who always keep us calm. That is the way, in what way you have to say, and don't show your aggressions, this, that. So thank you, ma'am. Sweta ma'am, all of you are great, right? And in the few days I came across with Akriti ma'am. So Akriti ma'am is something who is coming up with a smiling face, is smiling face, and always having a inspiring word as well. कि ये कर लेंगे गौतम सर, वो कर लेंगे, ऐसा हो सकता है. So that positive vibration I am getting from Akriti ma'am. Also, in the meantime, we got Muskan. So naam mein Muskan hai sir. So the smile is very beautiful. She always make us charged. So I'm very lucky that you people are here, and this is not like that. When the Women's Day celebration is concerned, it was started in 1908 from New York City. But India recognized, or India has understood to recognize the woman when Mrs. Indira Gandhi got to the highest position in the office. Then we have recognized that the woman has something and they can do something. When you look at Miss Malala, who has got the Nobel Prize, right? That lady said that if one man can destroy the nation, then why can't a lady could build up that? So that is what the spirit I look at from my from a lady. And I definitely say that you people, we are here, we recognizing our strength because of you are there. And also, I have forgotten to say something about Susan ma'am. Susan ma'am is always like our, that big mentor. right? He always inspired us doing the things. Now, I would like to say few things to you, that बेटी बहन कभी मां बनकर सारे दुखों को अपने साथ लेकर अपनी मर्यादा धर्म समझती है वो, तभी जाके एक नारी कहलाती है वो. So hats off to all of you, and dear students, this is what the role model in front of you. So all my students, girl students, all the students, get some good things from them. I never forget to give my gratitude and respect to our didis, those who are helping us in our day-to-day activities. So your contribution also I never forget. So thank you all.
Thank you so much, Gautam sir. Wonderful speech. Thank you. काफी भावनात्मक सोच. हर समा में अगर संगीत नहीं हो तो वो समा अधूरा है. हमारे बीच में हमारे प्रोफेसर बादल सुमन मौजूद है. प्रोफेसर बादल सुमन, कृपया आइए मंच पर और अब अपना कला हमें प्लीज.
So I'll not get the mic. Okay.
It's okay. You can keep over there. No?
Good afternoon, everyone. So first of all, I would like to wish everyone happy Women's Day, especially the incredible women. So keep shining, not just today, but every day. So my small message to every woman of the society. समाज के डर से अपने लक्ष्य को मत बदलना, क्योंकि जब आपको लक्ष्य मिलता है तो समाज की सोच बदल जाती है. So this song I'm going to dedicate to every woman for inspiring them to fight and to make some change in the society. क्योंकि अब मुश्किल नहीं. कुछ पाने की वो आस हर अरमा हो जो खास खास आशाएं आशाएं. हर दम वो बात बात दरिया वो बात बात आशाएं आशाएं. तूफानों को झील के मंजिलों को झील के आशाएं मिले मिलके उम्मीदें हंसे मिलके अब मुश्किल नहीं कुछ भी. जहां से प्यारी मेरे भारत की बेटी है सारे जहां पे भारी मेरे भारत की बेटी दिल जान जान हमारी मेरे भारत की बेटी जीती रहो जीती रहो।
Thank you so much, Professor Badal Suman. A wonderful song. Now, may I call upon Riya Sinha and Jia Sinha for speech. First, Riya Sinha. Together? साथ में है ना? अलग. Riya Sinha.
माँ बनकर जन्म दिया जिसने, लालन पालन भी किया जिसने, शीर झुकाकर प्रणाम करो उस नारी को, तुम पर एहसान किया जिसने. With this, a very warm good afternoon to all of you present over here. I, Riya Sinha, from BBA Semester 4, and standing in front of you all to throw some light on this auspicious Women's Day. First of all, I wish a very happy Women's Day to all this beautiful audience and courageous women present here. Every year, International Women's Day is celebrated on 8 March across the world. It is a day dedicated to celebrating women's achievement in various social, political, and cultural fields. We are living in the 21st century, and the world is slowly moving towards equality for both men and women. This change is necessary and it requires around the world because we all are humans and equal opportunity and respect should be given to everyone. Women are not just child bearers. Women have their own identity also. Let us not forget it. Moreover, each woman is amazing regardless of where she works at home or in office. We must respect and recognize the achievement of women in their life. So on this International Women's Day, let us all try and make this world a better place for women. Let's respect and appreciate the women in our lives every day and inspire them for greater future achievement. As they can contribute equally to the society and nation, last but not the least, I want to say that धरती जैसी है सहनशीलता नारी में, पानी जैसी है शीतलता नारी में, वह देश है महान जो करता है नारी का सम्मान. With this, I end my speech here and thank you all for listening me so patiently.
Thank you so much. I request you for wonderful applause. तालियों में कमी लग रहा है. Now may I request Jia Sinha. Jia, can you please come on the stage for your speech, please?
Good afternoon to all of you present over here. I, Jia Sinha from BBA Semester 4. And today we are celebrating the International Women's Day. I am extremely glad to be given the opportunity to deliver the speech on this special day. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to all the people present here and let me wish a happy Women's Day to all the beautiful and lovely women present here. As we all know, International Women's Day is celebrated on 8 March every year around the world. It is considered to be an important point in the movement of women's rights. It is a day when women in our lives are recognized. Women's Day holds a great significance and it's becoming a custom year after year. It is glad that Women's Day is celebrated in schools, colleges, and everywhere nowadays, so that respect and care for women are instilled into the minds of the young generation right from their childhood days. Every woman is special, no matter where she works, at home or in office. She is making a difference to the world around her, and most importantly, plays a major role in upbringing children and taking care of their home. It feels and gives a very proud feeling to have a day to celebrate women we love. I want to conclude my speech by saying that International Women's Day is dedicated to celebrating the achievements of women in social, cultural, and political fields. It should be considered a day where everyone acknowledges the value and the importance of women in our lives and all around the world. Thank you, everyone, and have a nice day ahead.
Thank you so much, Riya Sinha and Jia Sinha, star of this university. Now, may I request Mr. Manish Kumar Mahato from BBA LLB, first year.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, happy International Women's Day to all the pretty ladies present out there. It's a great pleasure to be with you all guys and share my thoughts on this wonderful occasion. To quote Harriet Stowell, women are the real architect of the society. I strongly believe that women do build a society. They do not build only themselves, but a whole community. Yes, it's not wrong to say that history has failed women many a time to represent what a woman can be. There cannot be a single day to celebrate Women's Day. I think every day should be a day where we should respect the divinity of women. International Women's Day is celebrated every year with great enthusiasm around the world to celebrate the achievements of women. Today, women rule about in all of the fields, all of the various fields, and we cannot deny the fact that be it at home or at work, they do it all with so much zeal and home is in each one of it in their own way. So have you ever wondered why do we celebrate Women's Day? To answer that, there's a need to celebrate a Women's Day because women are often subject to preconceived perceptions of what they can do and what they cannot do. They face biased behavior in people, and statistics show that education availability for women is still lower than men. As per the data, every 4 out of 5 women have faced harassment at some point in their life. There are so many likely to be a victim of domestic violence and sexual abuse in childhood. More than 30,000 girls are forced into child marriage every single day, and others get subject to illegal trafficking and female genocides. We have been witnessing several headlines talking about rapes and female genocides, and I feel sorry to say that even a 2-month girl child and even a 60-year-old woman get raped. And also, they are being discriminated at the workplaces. Salaries according to gender continues, and men are still allowed to make major decisions about women, like abortion. In addition to that, other persisting factors still go unrecognized. So taking all this into account, we clearly need a day to start conversations and open agendas like that need global attention. The journey of women from protesting on the streets to making the world celebrate International Women's Day was not an easy one. We celebrate this day today only because of the historical footsteps of the great women who fight for their rights. Women today definitely live in a better world than ever, but there are still things that need to be addressed. Despite all the efforts still today, an average woman spends double time working as compared to men, obviously unpaid. They face atrocities like rape, harassment, and many other things. To conclude my speech, I would like to say a poetry. It's a very beautiful one. Obviously, it's not written by me, but yeah, still it is a great one to discuss with you. क्यों इस दुनिया की भीड़ में अक्सर बिखर जाती हूँ? क्यों इतनी स्ट्रांग होते हुए भी मैं अक्सर डर जाती हूँ? क्यों अचानक चलते चलते लगता है कई नजरें घूर रही हैं। क्यों? मुड़कर देखती हूँ और सन्नाटा भी झिंझोड़ देता है। अरे लड़की हूँ, सोपीश नहीं, यूं घूरना बंद करो। टांगे हैं हर किसी की तरह, यूं जज करना बंद करो। सिर्फ किचन में खाना बनाना नहीं आता, प्रेजेंटेशन भी सॉलिड देती हूँ। अरे कभी पूछ कर तो देखो अंदर से क्या महसूस करती हूँ। हाँ शायद ज्यादा रोती हूँ, ज्यादा एक्सप्रेसिव हूँ, ज्यादा इमोशनल हूँ, लेकिन ये वीकनेस नहीं, स्ट्रेंथ है। हर किसी के बस की बात नहीं। क्यों बचपन से ही खिलौनों के नाम पर किचन के बर्तन थमा दिए जाते हैं? क्यों फरारी और बाइक के टॉय मॉडल्स भाई के पास ही जाते हैं? स्टेयरिंग तो हाथ में दो, दुनिया घुमा सकती हूँ मैं। बाइक क्या चीज है, हवाई जहाज भी उड़ा सकती हूँ मैं। एजुकेशन मेरी भी उतनी ही इंपॉर्टेंट है जितने तुम्हारे बेटे की समझ में। स्पेशल राइट्स का टैग लगा के तो उसे भी नहीं भेजा था भगवान ने। अगर तुम्हारा नाम वो आगे बढ़ाता है, तुम बदनाम मुझसे कैसे होते हो? अगर पराया धन ही समझना है तो इतना क्यों रोकते हो? क्यों बचपन से ही माना क्यों बचपन से ही मन में ये डर डाल दिया जाता है? घर से मत निकलो बाहर अकेले, 10 बार समझाया जाता है। पर गलत तो नहीं, वो भी माँ बाप है। बाहर निर्भया और उन्नाव जैसे हालात थे। मत जकड़ो जंजीरों में, एक खुला आसमान हमें भी दो। चैन की सांस ले सके एक ऐसा जहान हमें भी दो। बंद करो हाइप करना, क्लीवेज भी बस बॉडी का एक पार्ट है। कोई मूर्त नहीं हूं मैं, मेरे अंदर भी जज्बात है। काश एक दिन मैं भी वो चैन की सांस ले सकूं। आज न्यूज में ऐसी कोई हेडलाइन नहीं, वो एहसास ले सकूं। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you so much. It was so wonderful speech और काफी भावनात्मक था ये. Manish Kumar Mahato is a very bright student of BBA LLB and like very participative, like participating in a lot of programs. Now, may I request our very own Registrar Sir, Sir, please come and address the gathering on this auspicious occasion. Professor Arvind Kumar, Registrar, ICFA University, Chakan.
Respected VC sir, my dear colleagues and dear students, a lot has been said about women folk and their importance in our life in building society. But the fact remains that whatever we say, how much we say, it will never be complete. Honorable VC sir has already told that women are stronger than men. In fact, my feeling is that men also derive their strength from women only. So, there is no debate on that. Whatever field we choose, and even if they don't get the opportunity, it is seen in the society that women are very creative. They create the opportunities and then excel in that. There are numerous examples in our Indian society itself that despite odds, several odds, women created opportunities, performed, and then led the nation. In fact, I am very fortunate and lucky to be part of ICFA. Here the relations between men and women is exemplary. It's like family. Everybody cooperates. There is no question of any inequality here. But I think the real problem is not tackled properly. The real problem is that we all preach, we all practice also to a large extent, but the problem remains because we don't educate the society. So, while taking a pledge to behave properly is not enough. We have to educate the society. Every one of us has to go to the masses, to the known people, to the known community, and educate them that it is in their best interest that they give equal opportunity to all. And the best way is to give education. As somebody has already told, that educating a girl is like educating a full society. So we should all spread the message to our neighboring villages and societies, every one of us, that equality is in their best of interest. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Arvind Kumar, Registrar, ICFA University, Jharkhand. Now, the token of love and respect is quite, it's not it is from the core of heart. So it is a memento. These are the memento distribution. May I request VN Sinha sir, Assistant Registrar, please come and distribute memento to our female employees of the university. VN Sinha sir. On behalf of Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor O.R.S. Rao sir, please, with a big round of applause, all of you. Akriti ma'am. Now, may I request Professor Mithilesh Kumar sir, can you please come on the stage and honor our housekeeping, all the staff of housekeeping. सर सामने से आइए हाँ Small token of memento from our Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor O.R.S. Rao, ICFA University, Jharkhand, to all the housekeeping staff of ICFA University, Jharkhand. सामने से फेस करके लीजिए नमस्कार कीजिए नमस्कार यहाँ से लेके नमस्कार कीजिए सामने नमस्कार Thank you so much, Mithilesh sir. Now, before coming to the concluding speech, may I also request Sumit Sinha sir to address. Please, Sumit Sinha sir, please.
Respected VC sir and all faculty members, registrars or HODs. I was just going through Women's Day specials. Some has criticized if we are not doing good, we have to cover this. But the culture, the culture from which I belong, we have respected lady every time. Okay, means in the name of lords also we are having Sita position is first, then Rama. First Radhe, then Shyama. Okay, so we got everything which start with a lady. I was just going through one statement where we said ki we find women in every movement of our life. Okay, first it is Vidya, education. Second, Lakshmi, wealth. Third, Shanti, peace. Coming forward, Usha. Okay, every movement of your life, Usha breathing, Anpurna, your food. Next, Nisha, night. Coming to Nindya, that is sleep. If you dreams also, that is Swapna. Okay, so that is also lady. When you chant something, Sapna is also dream. And Nana, coming to that, everywhere. Now, when we chant Gayatri Mantra, the top mantra when we say that is a Gayatri mantra, then Vandana, Puja, Arti. You take all the terminology that belongs to lady only, to honor the lady only. Okay, if you are in dark, then Jyoti take you from the darkness. So that Jyoti is also a lady. Okay, now if you are in lonely, then Prema, Sneha, that is also a lady. Coming next, if you are in a fight like Ukraine and other place, you want to get Jaya. Jai Vijay, that is Jaya. Only if you need blessing, then Karuna. Okay, motherlyhood, that is Karuna. May Mamta, you take Mamta, Mamta also, that is, yes sir? Blessings. So that all is of woman, name of the woman. Every moment of the life is with the woman and with their blessing, with their love, their affection, their cooperation. So woman is in our life, it is everywhere, every movement, and we have given regards also. It is not we are in that statement of Manish, I was there. Something I felt it is negative, so I said, in our nation, at least in our nation, every place is what I feel we give regards, and every time we give regards our lady, and no doubt our ladies are here. They will share that we regards means every movement. Rumna ma'am, learning a lot from Rumna ma'am, means how energetic you are, means ma'am at this age. And really means that is not on podium I am here, so I am speaking about that. Gracefully taking care everything. Dr. Ganguly, Susan from Susan ma'am, I have learned many things. And Preetha ma'am and Pallavi ma'am, we are equally means we are friends and everything we used to share. Muskan ma'am helping a lot. Muskan ma'am helping a lot in our work. So we all got means enough support, sir, and we are also supporting our women. So in today's Women's Day, I give all the regards and thank you, ma'am. Thank you all.
So Sumit ji, while you have thanked all of them,
yes,
I
sir.
think one lady, I think we got to kind of thank her a lot, and her junior is Dr. Sweta Singh.
Sweta Singh, madam.
Sweta
Yes,
Singh and her little daughter, and
yes,
she has
sir.
been very cooperative, and she is helping in conducting today's event so nicely.
That complete training is taken care of. Without her, placement is not possible.
Not only without her, without the support of her daughter.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. True, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Sumit, sir. It's true and universally accepted that yes, without lady is nothing survivable in this entire universe. And yes, what is known is determination, dedication, and discipline. These all three things are present in all our women faculties in over here. Now, may I request Runda madam, can you please come on the stage and like distribute all the chocolates to our students. Students, please come. Please come. All the students, can you please come? All the lady students, please come. All the lady students, can you please come? Because today is Women's Day. Okay. Yes, you all also please gather. You all also please come. So thank you. Please come fast. Please come fast. Thank you. Thank you so much, Runda ma'am. Thank you. Badal Suman faculty. Now, for the concluding speech of this Women's Day celebration today, may I request the motherly figure of ICFA University, Jharkhand, Dr. Suzanne ma'am. Ma'am, can you please come? Dr. Suzanne Cheriat ma'am, can you please come on the stage? Please.
I think we are coming to the conclusion of today's meeting. Of course, Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Registrar Sir, and all others present here. In Manusmriti, it is written, Pita rakshadi kaumare, Patro rakshadi yauvane, Putro rakshadi vardhakye, na Sri Swadandre marhadi. Simple. A girl child in her childhood is protected by her father. A woman in her youth is protected by her husband. And the woman in her old age is protected by her son. But these days, I feel women, more than protection, they are looking for equality, justice, and to work side by side, hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder with men, with their counterparts, male counterparts. Ideally, it should be like that. Gender discrimination shouldn't be there. I don't think we lack anything, or you have some extra brain. I don't know. So far, no studies are there which proves that men are having superior intelligence or they are having something in their anatomy. No, it's only all man-made. But all those concepts were questioned and thrown away when there was women liberation movement across the globe years back. And now, of course, we have women power in politics. Golda Meir in Israel, Margaret Thatcher in England, in India, our Srimati Indira Gandhi, and in Sri Lanka, Siddhimava Bandaru Nayake. But these days, we talk about women empowerment, and a lot of studies across the world has been conducted in the area of women empowerment and gender justice. So ideally, I feel, or at least in my case, I am an empowered woman. Financially, I am independent. Socially, I have my own stand in the society, and I do have my own political thoughts and political will. No one can influence me. And this should be the case with every woman on this earth. So let us think in terms of women empowerment, socially, politically, and economically or financially. And let the constitutional provision be granted to all women on this earth. And I conclude by cheering all the women on this earth. 3 cheers for all the women on this earth. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Thank you much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your active participation All of you, really, we are really honored. And thank you so much. At last, before speech from our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, any feedback from all the women who are present over here? May I request Ganguly ma'am or Vijaya Ganguly ma'am, I think, want to come? Yes, please put a big round of applause for Dr. Vijaya Gandhi.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, I think Susan ma'am, the way she spoke, I don't think, sir, I have anything to say other than that I feel empowered today. We all feel empowered today. But I would like to add something. Whenever we talk about women empowerment, let us not forget about those males, quote unquote, Dr. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, who fought for the ladies. So I don't think we are empowered, no doubt about that, because everything is in the mind. But at the back of the mind, let us not forget Swami Vivekananda and Dr. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, who fought for us. So I think that empowerment was already given to us miles and miles years ago. It is only that we have realized it today. We have realized it, and happy International Women's Day to all my colleagues. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vijaya Gandhi. Now, any of the women faculties who want to give you feedback, can you please come on the stage and share with us your feedback, please? And before cake cutting, Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, may I request, please say some few words to inspire into today's auspicious occasion before ending up. Over to Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, sir. Sir, please, over to you.
In fact, I'm so happy to see the empowered women of ICFA University, Jharkhand. So my compliments to all the women led by Dr. Suzanne, Dr. Vijay Ganguly, and all other lady faculty members and employees. I was really very happy to see that. Because to feel empowered is one thing, to say that we are empowered is another thing. I think both of them are important. We need to sort of feel that. And when once you feel that, you'll make it, you'll show that in action. I think that's something very good. And all the women students of our university, I see they are all empowered because they were all empowered by their parents. Because long back, like in fact, particularly like in fact, the states like the Jharkhand, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, for the girls to come and study itself was a big problem. In fact, as Professor Arvind Kumar was mentioning, while certain sections of the Indian society, they moved forward. Sort of some of these sections, like in fact, they were more conservative. Now we are so happy to find that more and more girl children are being educated, and we are able to attract more and more, girls into our, university, particularly for our law programs. That is something I'm really very elated to say that. Just only one word I wanted to leave with you. In the last few days, we've been talking of, the world torn by kind of the, whether you call war or whatever be the names that you gave, in terms of Ukraine and, the Russia. And maybe to sustain the world at this point of time, in my view, what is required is love, affection, person-to-person affection. In my view, I think that affection can be given only by women. Because a lot of times we find, the more and more men are more egoistic. They want to conquer, they want to get something into that. It is the woman, that gives that kind of a soothing kind of, feeling and saying that, yes, I want to take along. That is the kind of a motherly love, wife's kind of, affection, and the daughter's affection. And I think to survive and to sustain in today's world, I think you require more and more of that love. And I think that love can kind of bridge people. And today, I think in today's world, I think that is what is required a lot more into that. And I'm so glad that, all of it, a very short notice to decided to hold the function, because it was just only, I think, a couple of days back, when I saw a mail from, one of the universities, I suggested to Professor Arvind Kumar, why don't we also celebrate? Why should we listen to somebody else's celebration and be part of that? We can celebrate ourselves. And I'm so happy that, all the university and the students together, faculty and all of you put together, you made an excellent show, very enjoyable, very motivating, enthralling, and empowering. I wish all of you, all the women, a more empowered world. I think that is what is needed today. It's there for you. And at times, I think you want to take it. We give the world to you, you should also take it. The women, I think, my kind of message to the women is, today we're giving it. A lot of times, some women are holding back. You take the empowered world. It's all there for you. All the best. Yeah. So I can see a nice cake, there. Yeah. So good.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Put a big round of applause. Now here we'll start with a cake cutting of International Women's Day 2022. May I request all the women, can you please come for cake cutting? May I request all the women from there, please come. And stand over here so that like the camera will be visible. May I request all the lady students, you also please come and join. Ladies, girl students. All the girls.
Students लोग उसमें कर लेंगे, मैडम लोग उधर।
Shweta ji, where is your daughter?
आपकी डॉटर मैम, आपकी डॉटर कहाँ है बोलिए?
बेटी को लेके आए ना श्वेता जी।
She is the youngest woman over here present. Let's.
ठीक है, काटना है भैया, काटना है।
आप लोग आगे बोल देते।
So here is the cake cutting of International Women's Day 2022. May I request all of you put a big round of applause.
नहीं है, एगलेस है।
Yeah.
And please.
सामने से हट जाओ,
सामने से हट जाओ।
No problem.
यही सब अच्छा लग रहा है।
Yeah.
We are